Hey, it's Jacob back with another matchup video. In this video I'm going to be showing or explaining the Birdie versus Chun-Li matchup. So first thing is kind of eliminating the projectile battle against Chun-Li. So you can go under the fireballs with the slide. You can chain her as well if she tries to throw a projectile. And the problem with Chun-Li is a little more noticeable when she is going to throw a projectile, so it's easier to read. So if you can read the projectiles, you can use the standing chain, or you can use EX Dolphin Dive. So it's a very good tool to use against her projectile. Sorry. Yeah, like, trying to like... You can't go over. Like going over late, obviously Chun-Li can just EX reversal to get Birdie off if she recovers in time. It's almost the same concept with Ryu light fireball or Ryu fireball. If someone jumps over a little too late and he recovers in time, you can do that. Not sure if she can. Let me test it right now. That would be cool. Oops, not like that. Okay. See if I just tech towards yeah, okay. Oh, what the hell? Oh wow. So that's, I guess, Chun-Li tech. I guess, yeah, that's some Chun-Li tech you can use against Birdie basically. I just blew myself up. Okay. So if you do do it a little too late, she can do that. I mean, but a better option is to go for the chain. The chain's a little better, even though she can jump the chain. She has a very slow jump, so you might recover in time to you know, to recover. And you could take the one Kokosha, because you're definitely gonna get the damage back against Chun-Li. She doesn't have that much health, so you're gonna blow her up. Since Birdie's damage is so high, he already wins that category, you know, damage to health percentage or whatever. Yeah, so Birdie has way more health than Chun-Li, so he can take more hits against Chun-Li. And that's mainly how this matchup works. You have to kind of take the hit. Basically, you kind of have to take the hit against Chun-Li. I believe that her back fierce kind of changed, because I was testing out the back fierce to see if it still had the same properties like in before, where she can just pressure you with it. It was like +3 or something, +2. I'm not sure if it changed, but it seems that way, because like I'm trading with her after she does back fierce. So I'm not sure. Any Chun-Li players watching this, you could kind of tell me the frame for her season 2 back fierce, because I'm not sure, because it's pretty crazy that I can trade with her now. That used to be like her main pressure move. Now it's gone. I'm not sure, but if I'm thinking it in this way, then I can kind of yeah, just get off me by doing that. Because that was mainly what Chun-Li should do. They do back fierce, crouching jab into crouching medium kick. Let me make her do that. Not wrong one. Yeah. That's what Chun-Li do. I guess it does more pushback too than before. Not sure if that has an effect. Yeah, depending on the range, when Chun-Li throws her Kokosha, you can punish her. And if he's doing the light Kokosha, because Chun-Li can use the light Kokosha off of the crouching medium kick. Let's say like a Chun-Li's trying to pressure you, you know, she's like kind of baiting you into like, you know, just doing this to pressure you. Like that's probably a little more of a better pressure tactic now. That's probably going to be the new pressure, if I'm right about the back fierce being like minus now, which is crazy. Then that's gonna be more of like an option. But if she's doing crouching medium kick into the light Kokosha gives her more time to basically pressure Birdie or any character who doesn't have any good options. So that kind of what makes Chun-Li so good, is that she has mid-range pressure. So even if you had like a DP, a visual DP, you don't want to do a DP because she's at a range so that if you do, you'll just whiff right in front of her and she'll punish you. So you have to hold a lot of stuff. You have to DP at very early, very risky situations. So that's kind of why she excelled, you know, in this game. Her buttons are pretty good in the mid range. Close range just kind of lacks, you know. She only really has like her crouching jab to get her away from a lot of stuff. All right. So I'm not sure if that changed, but you can super her. She tries to go for that. Yeah. If she goes for crouching medium kick into Kokosho, she's too far. You can or you can do bullhorn too. Bullhorn works as well. I don't know why is it not. Okay, yeah. You can do. Oh, okay, it doesn't work. Maybe I have to do a different one. Yeah, okay, yeah. But it's too far, so I can't link anything with it. You have to get it really close, like towards the startup of the bullhorn to link into V trigger or super. So okay. And now I know that part. So her pressure game is still really good against Birdie. Once she gets Birdie to the corner, he's kind of like defenseless, cause I mean you could take risks with the EX bullhorn, but it's not one frame startup anymore. It used to be, which kind of sucks for Birdie. So he has to kind of make a really good read on his armor. It's almost like the forward fierce now, but that it can link into more stuff than it did than the forward fierce can. But you can use the forward fierce to counter Chun-Li's standing fierce. Oh. So Chun-Li's doing the standing fierce. You can kind of whiff punish in a sense, sort of. Like, I think Birdie has like slightly more range, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it just kind of sucks for Birdie there, cause her fierce is a lot faster than Birdie, so you kind of have to go for just armoring. You kind of have to go for the armor. Yeah, but it's a big risk, cause you can punish the armor. I'm not sure what Chun-Li's best punish is. Probably standing medium. Standing medium attack is probably a good punish, or back medium into V trigger, or try crouching medium. In terms of, I'm not really doing too much of like Chun-Li tech against Birdie. Made the Birdie against Chun-Li matchup, but that, you know, you can punish the forward fierce with you know, certain buttons. You just have to figure out. I'm not sure how minus the forward fierce is, but it is punishable. So don't let any Birdie get away with that if you manage to block the attack. This is really good against Chun-Li, of course. It's still good against Chun-Li. It's good against her projectiles, basically. You know, you go on the projectiles, and if you're close enough, you just interrupt her. And she, from that safe distance of Birdie's, you know, slide, it's really good. You don't want to be pressing buttons too much against Chun-Li. You have to be careful because her back fierce is very active. So it can crush counter you. So that's why if you find yourself getting crushed counter by Chun-Li, that means they're back fierce and after the heavy punch when you're trying to find a way in on her. So as Birdie, you have to be very good at finding openings in Chun-Li. Like, you could pick out instant air legs. Even though instant air legs aren't as good in this game, they still can be useful to just put pressure. You know, she can even though it's -2 on block, now she can reversal if you try to you know, pressure her. But if you do combo, then, you know, she could do like the weird infinite. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I don't know why she has that. Alright, so when you enter Chun-Li from an instant air legs, kind of be ready to I'm not gonna say they're gonna always reversal, but you just gotta kind of just go for the pressure at most parts. I can't really, like, it's more of just an experience thing, like testing out the Chun-Li mainly on the instant air legs. But most of them, when you do anti them really well, they're gonna try to get you off of them, especially when you're close to the corner. When they got you close to the corner, they don't want to stop their pressure, so be aware of that. Chun-Li's you know, excels when she puts you in the corner. She's really good. Her walk speed kind of is what makes it effective against Birdie as well, Because if he's trying to armor in between block strings, I mean, he can't do it anymore, really, because there's not one frame armor anymore. So Chun-Li has a little more options to pressure Birdie. But once you find that one opening on Chun-Li, then you kind of just go from there and just... Yeah, you gotta, to punish that, you kind of gotta like mash the heavy kick. That's what I kind of do. I kind of like mash it. And then you go for like other stuff after that, obviously. Because sometimes the timing is a little off, so I kind of gotta mash my crush counter button. So it's not a bad thing to mash, you know, just to get the crush counter. Obviously block while you're pressing it, don't just let go of the block and press it. Alright, let me talk about more stuff against Chun-Li. But another thing for Chun-Li, you know, doing a lot of stuff to help Chun-Li players out, not so much birdies. I do want to help birdies out. A lot of Chun-Li's, you can EX Dolphin Dive them a lot. You know, some Chun-Li's are weak to overheads. You want to be hitting Chun-Li with overheads a lot because she can't really do too much if you space out your overheads really well. So space out your overheads, you know, poke Chun-Li at kind of this range right here is really good against Chun-Li. You know, she tries to, you know, pressure you, then she will basically be destroyed basically because her close range buttons aren't that good. She has good pokes in like far to mid range, but she doesn't have good pokes close range. She, you know, her medium punch, you know, it's kind of good in close, but it's not at the same time. It could just be stuffed out by a lot of attacks. So you want to be in that range where Chun-Li really doesn't have too much to go against you. Yeah, so you just pressure her a lot. Once you got Chun-Li down, then you start off your, you know, your offensive barrage. You know, Chun-Li has to guess. Alright, a lot of Chun-Li's jump though. Chun-Li's that are experienced against Birdie, you already kind of can tell that they're gonna start normally jumping. And Chun-Li's neutral jump is pretty good because her heavy kick is very useful. Her jumping heavy kick, you can't cross her up, you can't go under her. You know, you can't really do anything. You can't dash on her because she's just gonna be able to like stuff you out, basically. And it's very good. Like if you see someone jump, very good reaction button to just stick out, causes a good amount of damage, and it just pushes off your opponent. And another good way to get in on Birdie is EX Kokosho. So, I mean, birdies, you can throw the chain out if you see Chun-Li's are trying to hide behind the Kokosho. You know, throw a chain out. You know, catch them trying to dash behind it. You can EX Dolphin Dive over it and scoop them up. Then start your guess game from there and your pressure game. Once you have your openings, Chun-Li doesn't have enough health to hold up for it. So once you have her in the corner, she's basically done. Yeah, kind of could bait out the EX reversals and start the pressure from there. Alright. Alright, Chun-Li's are getting a lot of tech here, so basically this is more Chun-Li tech. So Birdie's chain is punishable on block. Well, it's not like at certain ranges, you know, you space out your your chain, then you could basically like counter Chun-Li. She tries to punish it, but that's how you punish the chain. Like Birdie can't whiff punish basically if he tries to. You just get hit. So it's a very good option to use to take out birdies who throw close chains. You know, you can punish it with Chun-Li. Just throw heavy kick. It's a very good tool. For birdies to counter heavy kicks, you know, Chun-Li's who are trying to pressure too much with heavy kick, you could just go under with that. And you know, you got spaces out a lot better than in season 1. Season 2 is a lot more punishable, so you got space it out really good. And you can duck under, so it's very useful. Probably, yeah, you can duck under, and like if you really can react, then you can punish her. Okay, all right, Chun-Li. You can use super as well to punish, to take out Birdie's chain from any range. So if you make if Birdie makes a really bad mistake and throws a chain, he's done. It's the punish. It's a full punish. I tried blocking. It's a full punish.
You can't escape.
Think even EX chain.
I'll finish this.
Yeah, even EX chain. Punishable.
You can't escape.
Alright, so I think Chun-Li kind of wins this matchup just because even if she kind of neutralizes Birdie's armor because of her fast attacks, you know, multiple fast hitting attacks, and in her V-trigger state, Birdie is kind of helpless. So you basically have to know tendencies of Chun-Li's. You have to be very experienced against Chun-Li's. Luckily, I play a lot of Chun-Li's, so have a good understanding of what they're trying to do and the pressure game. I haven't faced too many season 2 Chun-Li's though, but in season 1 I was very aware of how Chun-Li's play. Season 2 might be a little different, but the most of all the long range game is kind of the same. The mid range. Wait, is that a punish too? Hold on. Holy shit. Okay, so you can punish a lot of stuff. This is not punished though. Are you kidding me? That's punished? What the hell? Okay, this is a blow up for Birdie right now. Okay, okay. Alright. So that's pretty crazy. Wonder if Birdie has the same, because Birdie has a lot of invincibility on the super, so I want to know if Chun-Li's super is effective against Birdie's. Yeah, there's some weird thing about, like with Karen, Birdie has a lot more invincibility on the super than Karen. So if you have Karen low on health, there's a thing where you could just super her, and even if she supers you back, and nothing will happen, she will still get hit because you have more invincibility. Kind of sucks for Karen. That's why Birdie beats the matchup. He has so many options to basically counter Karen. I'm not sure. I can't practice it in the training room. So let's just go on to the next thing. So more of Birdie tech against Chun-Li. So you want to stay in that like close range, almost kind of close range, but to a point where you could really pressure Chun-Li. So you want to be sweeper's pretty good against Chun-Li because her sweep doesn't reach Birdie. The punish against Birdie you would use is EX legs. You have to spend meter to punish Birdie from a sweep. So Birdie kind of she's kind of helpless against Chun-Li at certain points, but you basically gotta find openings because this punch right here is really good against Chun-Li. Then from there you can start your offensive barrage and get damage off of your command grabs, overheads. Make sure you anti Chun-Li. There's no reason Chun-Li should be able to jump in on you. Her jump is way too slow, too risky for her. And this is more of like just having good reads on Chun-Li. Chun-Li kind of wins this matchup. And then V-trigger, even though Birdie's V-trigger has more armor, then his bullhorn has way more armor than when he's not V-trigger. Obviously it takes like 4 hits in V-trigger, so you can armor Chun-Li's attacks in V-trigger with bullhorn. And yeah, don't really have too much tech really. You gotta chain her fireballs, EX Dolphin Dive fireballs, and just keep the pressure game going with the crouching, the slide, or dash up command grab, or just any pressure is good against her. And this too. That's like mainly what you gotta use against Chun-Li. The banana too is really good. Kind of keeps her away. She can't really do anything but stay away from you. And from there, you could you can make your sweep safe from there. That's another tech you can use for a Birdie. You can use your banana to make your sweep safe, because if your opponent tries to punish you, they'll just trip over and you get the punish off of it. I'll show an example. Okay. Not sure if that was good timing, but take it. Okay, like for max range. Okay, yeah, you can't punch it, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can. So you gotta press it right away after she, cause after her first kick, she's gonna trip over it. Good way to kind of bait Chun-Li. Okay. So yeah, there's mainly you gotta use your V skill stuff to beat Chun-Li. That's the best way to get in on Chun-Li. And she's really gonna be kind of useless. And once Chun-Li has you down and pressures you, you're gonna be helpless, and you have to just find a solution to get out of Chun-Li's pressure, to get back to the neutral game and just throw cans out. So that's kind of it for this matchup. I'm about to make a couple more matchup videos, kind of requested videos, and I think I'm gonna do Ken next, cause I feel like Ken is a little more of like a character that Birdie struggles with, but there are a lot of good tech that you can use against Ken. So I'm gonna make a video of Ken after this. So stay tuned and like and subscribe for more videos. Leave a comment if you have any questions about the Chun-Li against Birdie matchup, and please let me know if what the frames are on the back fierce, because I really want to know if that's if it's not a safe move to do anymore. I think it should be +1, and if it's minus now, then please let me know, because that would really change the matchup completely. So again, thanks for watching, and I'm out. Goodbye.